Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Praja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Praja Janaranjana Yamuna Teva Vanachavi Yamuna Yamuna Tera Vanachari Yamuna Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Teva Vanachavi Yamuna Yamuna Teva Vanachavi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe. Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada. Nitai Go Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Om Mr. Paramahamsa Parivachakacharya Stotra Sadashin Divanges Apachan Bhaktan Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Fanacharya Divanges Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Mr. Paramahamsa Parivachakacharya Stotra Sadashin Divanges Srila Bhaktan Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananda Kori Vaishnavan Ki Jai Namacha Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Goshi Krishna Chaitanya Pramanityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Sri Gaura Bhaktan Ki Jai Shri Shivada Krishna Gopi Goswam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Navadip Dham Ki Jai Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Shri Shivada Damadara Ki Jai Itai Go Pramanande. All glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious Shri Guru and Shri Guranga, all glorious Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So we're very happy to be with you all. Last day for the sale. And we're very happy that you all took the opportunity to come while the sale is lasting. A few more hours to go. It is described that Janmashtami is very important for us to honor and celebrate, because it's the Supreme Lord's appearance. Gaurapunim is also very important for us to honor as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. The appearance of Srimati Radhavani is also very important, more important than Janmashtami and Gaurapunim for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. But we only celebrate those festivals on one day. This festival of Mother Yashoda binding Krishna we celebrate for 30 days non-stop every single day. That already tells us the importance and significance of the month of Kartik. So we need to understand why this is the case, and we know that all the acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Samaj, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Sanat Goswami, they all describe that we are practicing sadhana bhakti, but our practice of sadhana bhakti is with the remembrance of Krishna in Vrindavan. Because if you practice sadhana bhakti, you'll get the ticket to Vaikuntha. If you don't remember Yashoda Nandan or Yashoda Damodar, the one who got bound by Yashoda, if you remember him, then you get the ticket to Goloka Vrindavan. And that's where we want to go. That should be our aspiration. So therefore, for 30 days, we are singing this beautiful song and glorifying Mother Yashoda binding Krishna. So today we'll share some lessons from, at least two main lessons from this wonderful pastime. Can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timivandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopeka Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavari Pastyatade Satarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first I'd like to read from Srila Prabhupada's Nectar of Devotion. Srila Prabhupada in the 12th chapter says, under the category of performing devotional service in Kartik. One of the most important of these ceremonial functions is called Urja Vrata. Urja Vrata is observed in the month of Kartik, October, November, especially in Vrindavan. There is a special program for temple worship of the Lord in his Damodar form. Damodar refers to Krishna's been bound with a rope by his mother, Yashoda. It is said that just as Lord Damodar is very dear to his devotees, so the month known as Damodar or Kartika is also very dear to them. So by observing this month, like you all wonderfully did, we get strength, urja. And we need strength to practice devotional service. If we don't have spiritual strength, then even our bead bag becomes very heavy to lift every day. And we don't even have strength to put our hand in our bead bag to chant our rounds. So we need spiritual strength. And we get that just by offering a lamp every day in this month. And by singing the beautiful song honoring this month, Damodarastikam. Then Srila Prabhupada, the last paragraph in the section, Prabhupada says, in Padma Puran it is said, the Lord may offer liberation or material happiness to a devotee. But after some devotional service has been executed, particularly in Mathura during the month of Kartik, the devotees want only to attain pure devotional service unto the Lord. The purport is that the Lord does not award devotional service to ordinary persons who are not serious about it. But even such unserious persons who execute devotional service according to the regular principles during the month of Kartik and within the jurisdiction of Mathura in India are very easily awarded the Lord's personal service. So even if one is unserious, not serious about his devotional practice, like somebody may come to the temple just because they happen to come to the temple, or they're visiting, and all of a sudden they find out, oh, it's these people offering candles, lamps, okay, I can also do that. And they come and they offer. And that person, Krishna is happy to give devotional service. This is the power, the glory, even if somebody is not serious. It is described in Skanda Puran that three things are very, very rare in Kali Yuga. First, to get the association of the Lord, Supreme Lord, is extremely rare in Kali Yuga. Second, to acquire residence in Vrindavan is also very rare in Kali Yuga. And third, it is described that the month of Kartik is also very rare in Kali Yuga. And you may be scratching your head. How is month of Kartik rare? It's like, Okay, let me ask you a question. How many of you, before coming to Krishna consciousness, before coming in contact with Srila Prabhupada, knew that you had to observe this month for 30 days and chant Damodarastakam prayers? Please raise your hands. Look around. Not a single, even me. One of us. That's how rare it is. Nobody told us. Besides Srila Prabhupada, who went to the West. And because Srila Prabhupada started spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world, and all over the world they started observing, everybody thought, oh, we can also do that, and then everybody started doing it. Now it's practically observed by all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So it was very rare, it's very rare to get the Supreme Lord's association in Vrindavan and even during the month of Kartik. We know that for Srila Prabhupada, this the Supreme Lord in the form of Radha Damodar was very, very dear. In fact, Srila Prabhupada, he said that I started in 1961. I moved to Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. And Srila Prabhupada, he had his residence there. And he wrote a letter in 1972, he wrote a letter to a disciple. And Srila Prabhupada writes, he's writing this in 1972 from Los Angeles. Okay, so he's across the globe. And he's writing, in 1961, I moved into Radha Damodar temple. And I am still living there. Prabhupada is in America, Los Angeles. And he's telling his disciple, I moved in 1961 and I'm still living there. That is Prabhupada's eternal residence. And it's very interesting, this deity of Radha Damodar. It is described that Srila Rupa Goswami, who we following, he's our main acharya. And it is described that Rupa Goswami was very expert in making deities. He was expert in drawing. He was expert in astrology, mathematics, fluent in Sanskrit, Persian, Bengali languages, and other languages. And in 1542, during the month of Kartik, Srila Rupa Goswami, knowing that Jiva Goswami's desire was to have a deity, he personally carved and installed and offered a small deity of Damodar to his disciple, 8 inches, 16 centimeters high. Lord Damodar came from a piece of marble brought from the Vindhya Parvat mountains in Madhya Pradesh. So Rupa Goswami personally carved this deity of Radha Damodar that we honor in this month. We know that Mother Yashoda, she was trying very, very hard to bind Krishna. And she started early in the morning trying to bind Krishna, getting more and more ropes throughout the day from the whole of Gokul, practically all the villages. The news even went to Varshana that we need more ropes. And practically the whole day till sunset, Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna. And Krishna was not getting bound. Now just consider, there you are, right, trying your exercise, trying to bind the Lord. One rope, didn't work. Okay, another rope, didn't work. Another rope, didn't work. What would eventually happen after a couple of ropes? You start, it's not working. Let's get on with business. Some other things. But Mother Yashoda, rope after rope after rope after rope after rope, even though she was bewildered, she was thinking maybe somebody put black magic here. And she was getting bewildered, but she never gave up. Hundreds and hundreds of ropes. In fact, even the gopis that were assembled there, some of them were saying, see, Yashoda, looks like Krishna doesn't want to be bound. Stop trying. But she never gave up. So, very, very important lesson. If you want Krishna, if you want to attain Krishna's association, it's not going to be easy. You will have to be determined. And you will have to continue. Even if there's apparent failure, you will have to keep going and going and going on and on. It's like you chant one round and nothing happened. And you chant another round and nothing still seemed to be happening. And you're wondering, okay, let me chant one more round. Maybe I'll see Krishna. And you chant, and you only see cushions or something else in your mind. Right? So you chant and chant and chant. Nothing seems to be happening. We have to take inspiration from Mother Yashoda. That if you want to bind Krishna, Krishna is going to see how much you perspire in your service. Every single moment, every single day. Why did Mother Yashoda not give up? Because it seems strange. Yeah, I mean, after so many ropes, you should get a message. Okay, looks like Krishna is giving me a message. Like one time we met one devotee in Vrindavan. And we got, chatting. And he was saying, Prabhu, I wanted to get married. So I got engaged. And it didn't work out. And then I got engaged again. And it didn't work out. And then I got engaged again. And it didn't work out. And then I got engaged again. And it didn't work out. And I got engaged again. And it didn't work out. 17 times I tried. And then I figured out, I think Krishna wants me to be brahmachari. So it took him 17 tries to say, okay, forget this idea. So, you're trying and trying. Eventually you can think, okay, forget the idea. But Mother Yashoda, why didn't she forget the idea of binding Krishna? I mean, she had so many preparations to still do in the house. It was a Deepavali. It wasn't like she wasn't busy or she didn't have things to do. The morning just started and Krishna made a mess. So she had plenty service to do and she practically spent hours and hours till sunset trying to bind Krishna. Why didn't she give up? What made her not to give up? Yes. Try, please.
I was thinking that perhaps Mother Yashoda was not looking at Krishna with awe and reverence, thinking that Krishna is some supernatural person that is incommutable. She was perhaps just looking at Krishna like an ordinary boy.
Yes.
And that ordinary boy can be tied up.
Yes. So that's the one reason that this is my son. And he definitely can be tied. And not only he can be tied, he must be tied. Because if I don't teach him a lesson now, he's going to become a nonsense. And I don't want my Lala to become a nonsense. Therefore, I have to teach him a lesson. So he'll never do this mischief again. And because of that love, they call it tough love. Because Krishna was crying. Mother Yashoda's love for Krishna allowed her not to give up. And Krishna was exhibiting his Aishwarya. You can't tie me. Even the yogi, the demigods, they were looking down, they were thinking, how can Mother Yashoda bind Krishna? He's practically the whole universe. She even saw that in his mouth. That the whole universe was there. So how can she bind the whole universe? No amount of ropes in this creation, no length of ropes can bind the whole creation. In fact, Krishna was even before the creation. Unlimited. There is no way she's going to bind. So they busy laughing. What she's trying. And Krishna is saying, yes, I'm Ishwar. I'm the Supreme Lord. Just see, you can't bind me. So that Aishwarya potency that Krishna has was basically stopping Mother Yashoda binding Krishna. But Mother Yashoda's love, because she never gave up, that love never waned. It was increasing and increasing. And the Aishwarya potency of Krishna was getting defeated. And when the Aishwarya potency got defeated and the potency of devotion superseded, overpowered, even Krishna was overpowered. And that's when Mother Yashoda was able to bind Krishna. And it's described that she used so many ropes. But as soon as she was able to bind Krishna, because Krishna was defeated by love, Krishna is purchased by love. Then it's described that the two initial ropes that she used from her hair, silken ropes, they were basically left there, and all the other hundreds of ropes just fell to the ground like a carpet. And Krishna was bound. So lesson number 1, there will be obstacles, there will be challenges, there will be difficulties, there will be so many roadblocks. In fact, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj says, on this road to pure devotion, the road is laid with thorns. But we should never give up. That means, just as Mother Yashoda was in love with Krishna, that was her goal, we should also be convinced of our goal. Our goal is the mercy of Srimati Radhavani, the mercy of Krishna, pure love for Krishna. Residence in the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan. And that goal is the greatest goal in creation. And we should be convinced of that, and no matter how many obstacles we are faced with, we should not give up. We should get up and continue. Then Mother Yashoda, after binding Krishna, she then tells Krishna, don't do any more mischief. He got a warning. Then she left. Told all the gopis, let's go. Clean up. So then they all went. And Krishna, he wasn't happy. And his friends are all looking at him. So Krishna, now what? Like, what are you going to do now? You bound. This is like fun. And Krishna, he says, don't look at me. Go home. And do what? Get all the sweets. It's Diwali. Your parents made all the sweets. Go get all the sweets. So they all ran home because everybody was cleaning Mother Yashoda's place. So then all the friends, they went home. They got all the sweets. And they brought all the sweets. And Krishna was bound, but guess what? Having a party. All the sweets, he's enjoying. So Krishna is teaching us. For every setback, it can be a stepping stone for something exciting. Because even he's got a setback. He's tied now. No problem. Even within the setback, let's have fun. So they had a picnic. Now Krishna is thinking, need to play some games. But can't make any noise. So he tells the friends, because Mother Yashoda they got an eye, make any noise, they know something's happening. So he tells all the cowboys. So they're excited because they know when Krishna makes like this, something's going to happen. Entertainment starting, drama is starting. So then Krishna, he tugs on the grinding mortar, and the grinding mortar falls down. And Krishna slowly pulls the grinding mortar away from the crime scene, going a little further away from the house. So then he pulls and he goes, and the cowboys are very happy. It's like tugger, pull and go, pull and go. It's like a new game. Krishna pulls and then goes, pulls and goes, pulls and goes. And Bhakta rope and Bhakta mortar, they're also very happy. That, now we nice game with Krishna, we're very happy. So they're going with Krishna and they're playing with Krishna. Then Krishna, while he's on his knees and hands, he looks around and his eyes fall on the two Arjuna trees, Yamala Arjuna trees. And Krishna immediately remembers Narad Muni's blessings. Krishna, in essence, he's thinking to himself, that actually I have absolutely nothing to do with you two chaps. But my devotee, he said, I must give you mercy. And only because he said so, you will get mercy. Now just consider these two demigods, Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, they were the sons of Kuvera. And they became so proud of their position. And they were bathing naked in the sacred Ganges in Mount Kailash, enjoying with women. Totally neglectful of even being respectful when Narad Muni appeared. They were intoxicated, drunk. They had no inclination for devotional service. Narad Muni looked at them and he felt compassionate towards them. He felt, I need to give them mercy. And he cursed them. Now he didn't curse them to become humans in this material, on the earth planet. Because human body is rare. Even more rare than the demigods. Because it's only in the human form that you can perfect your life. And he didn't curse them to take birth on earth planet, anywhere on the earth planet, but in Vrindavan. In the holy Dham. We just said in Skanda Puran, to get the holy Dham is very rare. And he cursed them to be in Vrindavan. And not only in Vrindavan, right in Gokul. And right near Krishna's house. As trees. So that they could see Krishna's pastimes. He just short-circuited the whole existence. We have to take millions and millions of lifetimes to perfect our life, and all of a sudden, just with one curse, there they were, right next to Krishna in Vrindavan, in Gokul, seeing his pastimes. And when they realized their mistake, he said, don't worry, Krishna will liberate you. And Krishna is thinking about this and saying, yes, because Narad Muni said I must liberate them, I will liberate them. And it's not good to be bound. I know I'm bound. And only someone who's bound can know, what it feels like to be bound and caught up in samsara and trees, and so I need to liberate them. Okay, I'm going to liberate them. So then he pulls, and because he said he's going to liberate them, Bhakta rope that's tied to him and the mortar, and Bhakta mortar, they decided, yes, we're going to serve Krishna and help him. So immediately they also knew what Krishna's plan is. So then, as Krishna is now maneuvering, the grinding mortar goes lengthwise. And Krishna now slowly crawls in between the two trees. And the two trees are here, the grinding mortar is like this. Krishna then continues past the two trees. And as soon as he goes past the two trees, Bhakta mortar says, okay, time to turn. And Bhakta mortar turns in line with Krishna's desire, so that gets jammed. And now Krishna, he tugs on the rope and he says, right, we're ready. Now he's only 3 years old. So he turns around. Okay, because he was facing away from the trees. So now he turns around. And he holds with his left hand ready to pull. So he tugs. And as soon as he tugs, Bhakta rope was thinking, I need to help Krishna. So he shouldn't pull too hard, I must help him, it's like I should do all the work. So what the Bhakta rope did? Bhakta rope slackened. And when Bhakta rope slackened, guess what happened to Krishna? He fell on his back with his feet flying up. And that means he didn't even get to pull. And all of a sudden, the 2 trees come crashing down. Now, let's just take some logic. Understand with some logic. You have a grinding mortar and you got a rope. And you got a baby on the one side. Right? So let's leave the baby one side. If you had to pull that, these are Arjuna trees. They're tall. And you know that the taller the tree, guess what happens to the roots? The deeper they go down. Right? So just logically speaking, if I had to put as much strength as possible on that rope and that grinding mortar, what would happen? Either that rope is going to snap or that grinding mortar is going to go half. There is absolutely no way that grinding mortar and that rope is going to hold that strength of these 2 trees to bring them down. So how did the 2 trees come down? Because Krishna empowered these 2 devotees with immeasurable strength for them to bring the 2 trees down. So, we also want to be empowered in the service of Srila Prabhupada. Krishna was ready to empower these 2 devotees because Narad Muni desired liberation of these 2 trees. One time Srila Prabhupada was sitting in his room alone. And all of a sudden he started laughing. Very heartily. So one of his servants came past and saw Srila Prabhupada laughing, and there was nobody in the room. So then the servant went in the room and said, Srila Prabhupada, why are you laughing? Prabhupada said, I'm laughing because I'm remembering my past life. And the servant was thinking, what about your past life? Prabhupada said, actually I was sinless and I was serving my Guru Maharaj and fanning him. Completely sinless, no sins at all. And then my Guru Maharaj told me to kill a snake. So I went and killed the snake. And because of that, I had to take birth. And I'm laughing. Because now I know why he told me to kill the snake. So that I could take birth here again and come save you all snake-like devotees. Or snake-like souls. So the mercy of the devotee, the pure devotee, that is our greatest blessing. It is only by the devotee's mercy that we can achieve the lotus feet of Krishna. In fact, our tilak marking. Generally tilaks, in all the sampradayas, there's 2 lines which represent the Supreme Lord. And then generally there's either a line in the center or dot in the center, depending on the sampradaya. And that's Lakshmi Devi. So basically the tilak is a sign of Lakshmi Narayan, the Supreme Lord. But in Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we have 2 lines, which is the lotus feet of the Lord. And we don't have Lakshmi Devi there. In fact, we have a tulsi leaf. Why? Because it is the mercy of the devotee, like Tulsi Devi, that we get entrance into Vrindavan. Therefore, when we have the lotus feet and Tulsi, it's reminding us of the mercy of the pure devotee that we need to beg. So we need to pray like these 2 devotees to Srila Prabhupada, to the Lord. Please also empower us. Give us strength. Give us the intelligence Give us the Shakti so that we can also do something to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire. Because Srila Prabhupada's desire is to liberate the whole universe. In Shisha Upanishad, Srila Prabhupada said that in the future there will be interplanetary preaching. So he is not just interested in Earth planet, he wants to liberate the whole universe. So at least we can start locally. And we can pray to the Supreme Lord, please bless me, please empower me. And when Krishna empowers, anything is possible. So the 2 trees come crashing down. And as soon as the 2 trees were coming down, in fact, even before the 2 trees were coming down, when Krishna was pulling the rope and the grinding mortar got stuck to the two trees, the 2 trees went into ecstasy. Because they were in touch with Krishna, who was touching the rope, who was touching the grinding mortar, who was touching them. And they went into ecstasy. So they basically fell to the side because they didn't want to fall on Krishna. And then the grinding mortar quickly, rolled towards Krishna next to him. And the Nalukuva and Manigriva appeared and manifested. Now what's interesting is there's a beautiful conversation that they're offering prayers to Krishna. And Krishna, they're saying, you are the Supreme Lord, the Master of creation. And Krishna is thinking, I'm a baby. And you can liberate the whole universe. And Krishna is thinking, I'm bound. so it's like, he's between the baby and the Supreme Lord. He's like smiling and laughing, and these demigods are offering prayers. Thank you very much for liberating us, by Narada Muni's blessings. And they offer, and Krishna, he's like, got a smile, and he's like, these people don't know what they're saying. But anyway, the demigods, they're slowly wondering. Looks like we don't know if Krishna is pleased with us, or we're offering prayers, he's not responding. Then Krishna, he figures, it looks like they're definitely getting confused. I need to tell them it's okay. So then, because Krishna was laughing, and the coward boys, in fact, it's described that when these 2 demigods appeared, the coward boys, they want to run towards Krishna. But all of a sudden, they froze. They could move their eyes, but they couldn't move. So they're looking at each other, like, you see what I see? Yeah, I see what you see, but we can't move. And then they sing the whole scene, because Krishna didn't want them to come close and hear all the glorification. But you can see they're offering obeisances and they're doing something, and Krishna is laughing, and they're also laughing. You just see our friend is laughing. He's like, don't know what these people are doing. I don't know where they came from, but anyway, they glorifying our friend, so that's good. And then finally, Krishna, he tells these 2. I'll just read from this beautiful book by Shivram Maharaj. Clearing his throat, Krishna mercifully replied, your past life and Narad's kindness to you were well known to me. Had Narad not desired it, I would have never shown mercy to you offenders. That would have been contrary to everything I stand for. The 2 brothers lowered their hands in shame as Krishna continued, as I am all good, so are the Vaishnavas. Whatever they do is always beneficial. You were drunkards and braggarts, blind to the meaning of life. But Narad was so kind to you regardless, and awarded you punishment that would bring you to your senses. Indicating the trees lying on either side of him, Krishna added, Narad took away the source of your blindness, which was your wealth. What wealth do trees have besides their flowers and fruits? And as you stood here steadfast, you became sober by remembering his wonderful instructions, beginning Vatna ya anyo justa joshyam buddhi brahmsho rajaguna. The demigods were astounded that Krishna knew their past down to the finest detail. He remembered every word said millennium ago. Seeing their wonder, Krishna smiled mightily. What was not possible for him? In this way, Narad's word brought you sobriety, but more than that, closeness to my pastime and my devotional service. Those were his real blessings. So we see Srila Prabhupada also have blessed every one of us. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. Through his books, through his associates, through prasadam, through his temples, in so many ways. But most importantly, Prabhupada has given us Krishna's pastimes. The 5th book that Srila Prabhupada gave this planet was Krishna book. Krishna's pastimes. So this is the real blessing. Krishna stopped for a moment and he meditated upon Narad's love for him. When he thought how Narad sacrificed the bliss of being with him to preach throughout the universe, Krishna closed his eyes as they flooded with tears. Nalakovera and Manigriva could understand that Krishna was feeling excessive love for their guru, for they too became tear-red eyes. So just consider what Srila Prabhupada sacrificed. Like now, as soon as a program finishes, guess where we're going? Nice sweet bed. So that's where we're going. I'll be surprised if any of you go home and take your bead bag and start chanting throughout the night, right? There may be rare souls, but most of us like me, it's like, okay, we're going to go and take rest. But Srila Prabhupada, after whole days preaching, 11 o'clock, he may take rest from 10, 11. And then 11 o'clock, he's up. Till 4 o'clock, Mangalarati, he's translating. Prabhupada sacrificed his sleep to wake us up. That which is the most precious for us. We may be Maharatis. Okay, I'm not going to sleep today. Last day of the sale, right? We have to stay up and chant, right? Okay, it's no problem. We stay up and chant. But tomorrow? And the next day? And the next day? Hell no. Right? But Prabhupada, every single day, he's on his deathbed. And he's still giving Krishna to us. Why? Because his compassion. And that compassion melts Krishna's heart and brings tears to Krishna. And just as Narad's blessing, Krishna had to fulfill. Because Nara means Lord Narayan, Da means to give. He's traveling throughout the universe giving Krishna. Therefore, the Lord wants to fulfill Narad Muni's blessings. In the Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada writes in one purport, that is how powerful the blessing of a pure devotee is. Because Krishna wants to fulfill that blessing. And even though it takes millions and millions and millions of years, or lifetimes rather, to get the supreme pleasure of pure devotional service, and even residence in Vrindavan, Prabhupada wanted us to perfect our life in one life. It's inconceivable. Even Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said it takes minimum 3 lives. 1 life Kanishta, then Madhyam, then Uttam. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says takes hundreds of lifetimes. And Prabhupada is saying, no. 1 life. This life. How's that possible? It's not possible. It's impossible. It doesn't exist in the Vedas. It's contrary to the Vedas. But it's not contrary to the blessing and the mercy of the pure devotee, like Srila Prabhupada. So we should not doubt that we can go back to God at this life. Yes, Prabhupada says it's a serious business. Not like I offered one candle, now I'm going back home. Therefore, I don't need to do anything. No. One still need to be serious. And if we serious about our spiritual life, we are determined, like Mother Yashoda, never to give up. We practice the process given by Srila Prabhupada. We remember the glories of the Supreme Lord in Vrindavan. And with His blessings, we can achieve the eternal abode of Goloka Vrindavan. These two demigods, they prayed to Krishna, my Lord, please allow us to eternally be in Vrindavan, remembering your pastimes. And Krishna blesses them. And they become Snigdha Cheta and Madhu Cheta. Snigdha Cheta and... I forgot his other brother's name. Madhu Snigdha and Snigdha Cheta. Or Snigdha, Madhu and Snigdha, okay. The two did. And they were able to remember all of Krishna's pastimes. And in fact, they come again and they go to Nanda Maharaj's courtyard and they start to glorify Krishna's pastimes. So we should take full advantage. And the sale has ended, but whatever spiritual inspiration we have received, we should capitalize on that and build from that. Because in love, there is no ceiling. So that next year, with great enthusiasm, we embrace this month. And we take full advantage of Srila Prabhupada's blessings, the association of the devotees, and the mercy of Shri Radha Damodar. Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Nitai Gopramanande Hari Hari Bol. Are there any questions or comments anyone has? See if when the curtains are going to open. Yes. This is called Sri Damodar Janani, Lord Damodar's mother, by Shivram Swami. Very, very wonderful book. He's compiled the whole pastime from all the acharyas, and many amazing facets of this pastime. Yeah, very, very sweet and wonderful. So he's written a few books on Vrindavan that we can absorb ourselves. Right, good. So now we will have kirtan and then we'll take prasad. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste Narasingaya,
Namaste Narasingaya,
Praladala Gadahine, Hivanyakashi Puvakshaha, Shilatanka Nakalaye, Ito Nashingo, Parato Nashingo, Yato Yato Yomita To Nashingo, Wahi Nashingo, Hido Yenashingo, Naishingamaden Sharanam Prapade, Avakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranya Kashipu Danu Benga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Prabhakara Keshavadeta Narare Rupa Jai Jagadesha Hare Jai Jagadesha Hare Jai Jagadesha Hare Jaya Nachingade, 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 Jaya Nachingade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Jai Shri Nitai Gaur ki jai, Nrsimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande.